Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds. And here with me today, I have one of these diamonds in the rough. His name is Alex Larson. He's a tight end out of St. John's. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so St. John's, for people that don't know, St. John's probably one of the best Division III schools out there. I realize you guys are like always in the hunt for a national title, always going deep in the playoffs. Actually having pretty good success too. Giving guys opportunities in the pros. So you might be the next in line to do so. Why don't you give people a little bit of your background, if you don't mind? Tell me where you're from and how you got there to St. John's.
Yeah, so I went to Eastridge High School in Woodbury, Minnesota, and my football journey started as a senior in high school. I was playing basketball all year round and was feeling burnt out, and thought I needed to do something else, and decided to play football, and I absolutely fell in love with that. And how I got to St. John's is actually kind of crazy. I was getting recruited for basketball first my junior year, and then I had a pretty successful senior year of football and got recruited to play football here also. So my original plan was to play both basketball and baseball here, or not baseball, basketball and football. My bad. And then I just ended up sticking with football, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made is to continue playing football and continue at the next level for sure.
Gotcha. So, I guess mainly a basketball guy growing up. I mean, is that kind of what you kind of saw yourself doing, like, before the latter portion of your high school days?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, like I said, I was playing basketball all year round, and I had goals growing up to be a college basketball player and play at the next level. And that was for sure that was my goal, definitely all throughout high school.
Gotcha. And eventually you said, you obviously found your way there to St. John's. Talk to me about St. John's. I know a lot of people may not know where it is or anything, but tell me about your school and really what makes it so special to you.
Yeah, St. John's is it's a really special place. Like it's hard to we're kind of up in central Minnesota, in it St. Cloud area, but St. John's is just a really special place. I would just say it kind of sticks out from people. It's just kind of the love from our alumni. Our alumni connections are awesome. Our home games are always packed. Like our first game against Wisconsin Whitewater, we almost had 13,000 people there. That's a lot of people for a Division III program. And um, like you said at the beginning, our program's always at a national championship level caliber team. And just between school and academics, this St. John's just it's a blessing that I get to spend my years here.
And what are you doing as a student? I mean, what's Alex Larson like in the classroom? What are you up to?
So I'm a communication major and an exercise health science minor. So yeah, I'm taking this semester. I got 12 credits going on. I only needed 24 to graduate, so my senior year is a little bit more easier. But I kind of set that up earlier in my freshman, sophomore, and junior years. So that's what's going on right now.
Cool. Well, again, I introduce you as a tight end, as a tight end prospect. There's part of it that feels like you are a legitimate Division III prospect. Every once in a while, there are these Division III guys that actually get drafted, and yours might be one of the names that we hear, come draft day. So it would be interesting to, see that one. So talk to me about y'all's offense. I know you guys are able to move the ball. How would you describe what's going on there?
Yeah. So over the past the time I've been here, we've been able to definitely pass or get the ball, move the ball through the air, and especially through our first two games this year, we were having trouble running the ball. So we've been able to pass the ball really efficiently. Our quarterback Aaron Severson he's he's a really good quarterback. I mean, he puts balls in places that I don't know how he does it, but yeah, obviously our offense we play to whatever we see. Like last game against Bethel, we ran for over 100 yards. But for me personally, they'll be able to spread me out. I'm also be able to play tight and block and run routes off there too. So
So what are your strengths as a player? What do you feel is like maybe some of the best thing you bring to the table as a prospect?
I would just say my versatility and my attention to detail every day at practice. Like I said, I'm a player that kind of can play a wideout role where they're spreading me out on the field side and short side, and also I feel like my blocking game has gone a lot better, especially since transferring over from a receiver to tight end. That's something that I've taken pride in trying to get better at every day. And I just feel like my versatility as a player is you don't I feel like you can't find a lot of players like that. And then just also my attention to detail practice, just being a leader for guys to look up to, especially when times are rough. You got to have those leaders on the field. So I feel like that's definitely a strength I bring to our team.
Interesting. So you shared like again you were once a receiver. Obviously thought you were going to be a basketball guy, came in, thought you were going to be a wide receiver, and then they turned you into a tight end. I mean, how'd
Hmm.
that process go? Did you gain a little bit of weight once you got there? I mean, can you kind of walk me through your stage of evolution there
Yeah,
at St. John's?
yeah, for sure. So my freshman year, I came in about 6'6", 6'7", 210 pounds, and I talked to my offensive coordinator Cole Eckendorf at the end of the season, and we both thought it was best for me and the team to put on some weight and move over to tight end. So between the end of my freshman year through my junior year, I put on about 35 pounds, 35 pounds of weight to play tight end, and it's been no regrets. It's been a great decision. So
Interesting. Well, I mean, obviously a lot of people played into that. I mean, when it comes to maybe like your uh your strength trainers, I mean, your the nutritionists or whomever. I mean, a lot of people are pushing you towards obviously gaining that extra 30 or more pounds.
mhm.
So it's good that you were able to get to that because I mean, obviously it makes you a more well-rounded tight end like you had suggested. So um
Mhm.
growing up, I mean, obviously, like you said, you're more of a basketball guy, but I mean,
Yeah.
I would imagine at some point or another, you're also watching football. Who were you a big fan of growing up? I mean, were you looking at maybe a receiver or something like, I don't know, like Randy Moss? I mean, I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I always loved watching football growing up, and I was playing basketball, but I still love the game of football. But I'd say growing up, a player that I really enjoyed to watch was just trying to think here. It's probably be like I loved watching Percy Harvin growing up on the Vikings. He was really fun to watch, and then I also as a tight end, I would say either George Kittle or TJ Hawkinson are probably my two guys that I really like to watch.
Nice. So who do you think that is there maybe a guy who you would maybe describe your like use to describe yourself or I don't know. Some people don't like doing that. I mean, I don't know how you
Yeah.
feel. Like, is there a guy in the league that maybe you kind of I don't know can mirror a little bit?
I mean, yeah, it's obviously tough because like those guys are really good. I mean, um, I think kind of my skill set right now and my team is could be maybe similar to like Travis Kelsey. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm Travis Kelsey or anything, but I feel like my skill set is kind of can emulate some of his game, and he's one of the best. So I'm striving to be on that level someday.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a guy. I mean, obviously he's a pro's pro, very well-rounded tight end, which I
Mm,
think a lot of people really strive to be. So, cool. Like I said, I mean, you guys are always in the hunt for a national title, put together a great program. The one guy that I remember several years back that actually got drafted was Ben Barch. So,
hmm
I don't know if you were a friend of his or anything, but I mean, certainly a guy who, came out of there at St. John's. Who else is there, man? Tell us about your team. Give us a few names of some people that are coming up in the program.
Yeah, so obviously Bart he's a big deal to our program, and he's a really big inspiration for me and others. And but I'd say a couple guys in our program that have just stood out is obviously Michael Wozniak, our stud DN D lineman. I know he's getting looked at by some NFL teams, and just the way he treats or carries himself off the field. He's going up for the All State All Good Works team that only 22 players in the whole country get. So, and then it's just on the field, it's just very impressive. I mentioned our quarterback Aaron Severson. I don't know how he what he does on the field is pretty immaculate, and he knows how to get the ball in the right places, like I said before. Um, and then yeah, I'd guess I gotta get some love for my fellow tight ends, and Zach Jungles, my other tight end brother. We've been through the process from my freshman year. We've been working out together all throughout college, and he's my brother, and I want to say he's helped me get to where I am today.
Awesome, awesome. Um, and again, like I'm saying, I mean, St. John's, if you're going D3, man, St. John's is where it's at. So like,
Hmm.
um, you guys have had a lot of great moments, a lot of great games going deep into the playoffs, each and every season, it seems. So, as I'm talking to you, the season's not over. We have several games ahead of us, but
Hmm.
as of today, man, like what's like your biggest moment, as a Gianni? I mean, is there maybe a game or a play that just kind of sticks in your brain?
Yeah. So last year, our conference championship against Bethel, we were down the whole game. Um, our final drive, there was like a minute left. We drove down the field, all the way to the 5, and it was 4th and 5, and it was the last play of the game. And I we had a route concept with me and Robbie Austin, who's now playing at Montana State, but we ran like a perfect rub route, and I scored. I got the game winning touchdown to end up winning our conference championship on the last play of the game. So that was a pretty special moment for me, and also just for St. John's history. That was a pretty big play for me in the school.
I could just imagine, man. I mean, just everybody screaming and yelling and going crazy. I mean, when getting the ball, man, at the very
Yeah,
last play and coming out with the victory. So it's got to be an awesome moment. I think we all dream of those moments as kids.
yeah.
So hopefully you get more and more of those like
Hmm.
throughout this season. So um obviously your goal is the obvious goal, for a lot of guys. I mean, like I said, you guys are always in the hunt for a national title. Do you have any personal goals that you're trying to achieve this season?
Um, yeah. I mean, I want to be a first team All American. Um, that's my goal. But other than that, I mean, I don't really. I just try to go out every week, try to do my best and do what's best for the team. And yeah, I don't set like um, too many like I don't like accolades. I don't set myself to try to get too many. I just try to play my best every week
Sure. I mean, ultimately, it's all about the team and winning. So
for sure.
I definitely feel you there. So let's step off the football field a little bit. Let's get to know who this Alex Larson guy is. So
Mhm.
talk to me about yourself, man. Who are you off the field? What are you into? Any hobbies or interests? Talk to me about yourself, man.
Yeah. So off the field, I'm very involved in a Bible study we got with a bunch of our athletes on our team, and a bunch of athletes on our team and other sports in St. John's. So we do that every Tuesday. Um, I've been getting into fishing lately with my strength coach been taking me out to his lake, and we've been getting a lot better at that. Obviously, I like to hang out with my teammates. I live with 5 of my teammates right now, so we're always doing something. And yeah, I've been like in my free time, I like to do some yoga and some just like get into lots of meditation lately. So that's I would say that's a couple things that I like to do out of football.
Interesting. So are you a big movie guy? Like you have a favorite movie or something that kind of, is always one of your go-tos or what?
Oh yeah, I do like movies. I really like the Marvel series. Like all those movies are great. I guess if I had to choose one movie, oh gosh, there's so many of them. I don't know what to pick. I'll I think an all-time movie for me is Remember the Titans. Just a
You can't you can't go wrong with
all-time
that.
classic movie right there. So
It's
I
yeah, that's I completely dig it. I mean,
yeah,
who cannot like that movie? So many great
uh,
things about that movie, like from top to bottom. So,
100%.
um, being a big Marvel guy, is it you have a favorite like Marvel character or something, or maybe somebody who you maybe I don't know would like to be in that universe?
Yeah. I think I think being Thor would be pretty cool. Being he's obviously one of the strongest superheroes, so and he's really good
Or at least
looking.
he
So
or at least he thinks he is. So
yeah.
cool. Hey, as we're continuing here, I mean, obviously, buddy, you've had a long journey. Obviously, getting there, making the transition from wide receiver to tight end, putting on some weight, gaining a whole
Mhm.
bunch of accolades, and racking up these stats as a tight end. I mean, uh, talk to me maybe about like I don't know, some of the people that have helped you along the way. Like, is there a lesson that you've learned from a coach, from either your high school days or there at St. John's that's going to stick with you, as you move on in your life?
Yeah. So I would say our strength conditioning coach Justin Ross has been a mentor for me since my freshman year. Just guiding me like through life. Like, it's not just strength and conditioning. He guides me through anything I have in life, and it's helped me with um, connecting with my faith. And I guess a lesson that he's kind of taught me is, like stuff's gonna go wrong, and just staying in the present at every moment, because the present is what's going on, and you can learn to love the present. It's going to set you up for your future. So that's kind of a takeaway I've gotten throughout college, and that's really helped me throughout college.
Gotcha. And obviously, your future is gonna be somewhere in the pros, man. I mean, I feel like some NFL team's gonna take a chance on you, maybe bring you in. I mean, I know that there are guys at your practices, at a lot of your games. I want you to kind of close this out with
Mhm.
your pitch to all those 32 teams in the NFL. I mean, why should they take a chance on you? Maybe draft you, sign you, and what kind of play you would be for their program. So go ahead and close this out with your pitch.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a sponge. I'm always wanting to learn. I'm willing to go the extra mile to be the best player I can be, and just be the best. Um, I think with my I'm a young player too. I feel like my ceiling's not even close to being reached, as I've only played I think 4 years of football, and 2 years at tight end. So I think my ceiling's not even close to being reached right now. And I feel like it's only up from here, especially getting more proper like coaching and getting more attention to like nutrition and all that. I just feel like my ceiling's not even close to being hit right now.
Yeah, so I mean, we get a guy who is like coming into his own at his position. I mean, again, good quality size, man. At least 6'6", somewhere between 6'6" and six
Hmm.
seven. We know that for a fact. 240 plus pounds. I know you got some good size to you, some good length, long arms, big hands and all that stuff too. So you're checking definitely a whole lot of boxes there. And again, like we've said, I mean, you're in a winning program. Like, you know what it takes to win. I mean, you know what it takes to you know, just grind day in and day out and get the W. So
Hmm.
I know someone's going to take a chance on you, but obviously before we get there, we got the rest of this season. So
Yes,
wish
sir.
you best of luck for the rest of this season and thereafter. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jimmy. Thanks for having me.
Sure, no problem. Once again, Alex Larson, tight end at a St. John's. Go Johnnies.
Go Johnnies.